Just a couple of things I'd like Wendell to address for our folks real quickly. Number one is, how in the world could we hire Wendell Ivey? He's got to be an expensive lawyer, right? So how in the world could we hire that guy? Secondly, I want you to talk about EEOC claims, what they are and why they're important.
Okay, great. First of all, on paying a lawyer, personal injury lawyers, and I do it as well as an employment lawyer who also does personal injury cases, we do what's called a contingency fee arrangement where I'll front the money or the law firm will front the money, and once you collect as a client, then that's when the lawyer is paid. But with employment laws, we have a special statute, and most of the employment laws are federal, and they have what's called a fee shifting provision. And what that means is that the lawyer will do the work to protect your claims, to enforce and prosecute those claims, and the prevailing party is responsible for paying the fees. So if I take a case for you and we are successful, all the time that I put into the case in terms of the hourly work that I would have to do, then the employer would actually end up having to pay those attorney's fees. So that's how employment cases, the lawyers are paid with the fee shifting provisions. And the EEOC, I'm so glad that you asked about that, Kirby, because I've had clients who call all the time, or potential clients, and they don't understand that in order to protect your rights under Title VII, which is race discrimination, sex discrimination, harassment that you may have, and religious discrimination, ADA, if you have a disability claim, you've got to file a charge of discrimination with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, the EEOC, and you have to file that charge within 180 days of whenever this action took place. So if you were discriminated at work, or you thought that somebody was upset with you because you were pregnant, to protect yourself and make sure that the prerequisites are met, you've got to file a charge of discrimination with the EEOC within 180 days. Now, I've had one client recently call me and said, well, I didn't go to the EEOC. And I said, well, hold on, if you didn't do that, then you don't have any rights. It doesn't matter whether your employer has really discriminated against you, but you've got to go there to protect yourself first. And I said, well, why didn't you go to the EEOC? And she said, well, I talked to friends, and they said, well, the EEOC won't do anything. Doesn't matter. You still have to go to the EEOC and fill out that charge of discrimination to protect your rights.
And no charge for filing that, and it's a fairly simple form, as I recall.
It is. You put your name, your address, put your employer's name, their address, your phone number, their phone number, the number of employees that they have. Title VII laws, you got to have at least 15 employees to be covered by that if you're an employer. And then once that happens, you just say what happened at work, and the charge is filed.
Yeah. All right. So.